Hello, Matsto26 here with the Pittsburgh Double Shocks, coming to you for week 1 of the the TMH, the Muffin House League. This is a VGC Champions MV tour. We have primarily a rain team, and we are facing our rival TK Sadie, who has been a very, very worthy opponent, I'd say. I am post-calming this one due to the simple fact that I sounded as if I was a robot when I first tried to record this. So at this point, they have a Raptor, which is a huge menace. They have a lot of very good support mons for it, to be able to just abuse it, and then the Manectric to make sure that its electric weakness is less of a weakness. Alright, good luck, have fun, and may the best player win. So I decide that I'm going to lead Raichu because it's a fake out enabler with Perts, and then I have Pelipper as well as a Scarf Archaeodon in the back. I felt like Scarf here looked very, very good, and I realized halfway through I was meant to be Sturdy. However, I had Stalwarts as my ability by accident. So we see the Meowstic as well as the Mega Starapter. And at this point, I am looking at this as, okay, this is not the worst. I am probably going to fake out either or. I'm expecting a Protect from the Staraptor. So I'm trying to decide, do I read into that or do I just fake out the support mon to make sure? So I do this just to make sure at the point, and I am protecting. I think this is a bit... I do everyone's favorite thing of Mega Evolving and protecting. I think this is a bit too passive of a play. If I'm faking out, what's the downside of actually attacking here? So I think I just end up giving away momentum for the sake of giving away momentum. But it is okay, because we're still going to be doing our best. Alright, so we see both protecting, look gasp. I know, I was taken aback too. And we see a tickle on my Swampert. So that's good information to know. At the moment, we're just going to discharge because, you know, there's nothing wrong with going for AoE when I have my Purge right here. I double up air quotes into it to try to get some chip. But truthfully, I think I needed to not lead Swamperts overall. Just because it's a bit passive due to the sheer fact that I'm -1 attack. So I get an okay amount of chip here. It's nothing incredible as we saw, and I do get a huge pair. So I'm happy about that because I'm a terrible person. And then I liquidation, and we see that does essentially nothing. They CC into me, and it does over half, so I'm a little bit concerned. So I'm trying to figure out, alright, what's my best play? Okay, maybe I just get Rain up, and then I'm expecting them to protect their Staraptor at this point. With them protecting, I'll double up, or I will focus the Meowstic. They switch here, and I'm like, okay, that's not that bad for me, into Manectric. Okay, so I'm like, alright, that's fine. And I see no protect, and then I'm generally very, very worried. I hit the Manectric, and I see that it's actually Focus Sash, so that's good information for me to have for the first game. And they click Roost. So I'm more worried now, because I'm thinking about, wait a second. If that's the case, uh-oh. Because this thing is just, This thing is basically full HP and a bunch of defenses. Alright, that's fine. I'll attack it now. We'll bring out Raichu, because I'm expecting them to physic. And I'm thinking, perfect. Lightning Rod. And I see a Supercell Slam, and I realize, oh yeah, I didn't respect Manectric and Builder. So that's fine. And they go physical, and that's bad news bears for me. So I don't have Lightning Rod, so they don't take the damage, and we see that they KO my Swampert. So Starapter gets 1 KO, and at this point I'm trying to figure out, oh, how am I going to beat this Staraptor? I can't really hit it for super effective damage anymore. So I'm trying to figure out what my best play is. So I'm considering maybe I go for a Draco. You know, I could Muddy Water, but that's not really going to do a whole lot. It's not like it's going to reduce that, so I'm going from here. So we have our Chaladon here. And I see that pesky Manectric is just chilling. So I'm going to hopefully just get a random KO here. And I'm not trusting that they aren't carrying Protect. Because I wouldn't want to do a Thunderbolt and then just have them redirect it to the protected Manectric. So I'm trying to get a little bit of chip. We'll do a Draco Meteor. Maybe I get a crit. Maybe it's Maybelline, and it's not. So we're in a bit of a tough spot, and of course they have Roost. So they essentially just scouted and didn't lose anything here. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I supposed to do, because I can't touch this Manectric with this Raichu in the slightest. And my Arch isn't really super worthwhile, and I'm trying to play for win, not differential. So trying to think through the lines here. It's like, okay, well, I could do this. Maybe a little focus Raichu. Alright, you know, this isn't that bad. So, this is legitimately trying to think. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe, yeah, we'll Endeavor that nerd, and then we'll try to kill Manectric. That way I can actually click my AoE attack and my Thunderbolt. So we take down the Manectric, get 1 KO. We're happy about that. Take the little wins where we can. Manectric goes down. We hit the Staraptor with Endeavor. It actually does a fair amount. And our Chaladon takes this, and I realize, oh wait, I'm Stalwart, not Sturdy. Alright, that's a bit worse, but that's fine, he said copingly. So Staraptor gets another KO. It's fine, it's only 2, like, it's not like, my Raichu's kind of weak to it, and Pelipper can't really touch it that well, and they still have, like, a Mon and a half in the back. We're still good! I see Aromatisse, and I have no idea what the heck this thing does, besides its best. So I'm looking through and I'm like, okay, well, let's just Endeavor, and I guess I'll just Air Slash the Staraptor. Might as well, right? So we go to do this. I Endeavor, boom, solid chip, and me being me, I missed an Air Slash. Not like it really mattered. Like, yeah, I could have maybe gotten a flinch. Yeah, I could have maybe critted. Who knows? Not the end of the world. We run inaccurate moves for the sake of inaccurate moves, right? So I know at this point, yeah, Raichu's best job is to just click Endeavor over and over again. So I'm doubling up into the Staraptor because what the heck is Aromatisse do? Alright, we see that it does a fair amount, and we take a look and it does 17%. Which is why I'm not super upset. I was basically going on the info that, alright, I'm not expecting to get a crit, so 17%, like, it's not really going to do anything. I see a heal pulse, so I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm losing this one, okay. Alright, that's fine, we're still good, Like, it's fine, we can come back, right? Trust? So I'm hoping maybe a Paralyze would be pretty swell, right? That would be kind of cool. Alright, get a little bit of chip on the Aromatisse. I see that it's Citrus, so that's also good information to get. Nope, none there. Pelipper takes a CC. Good job, Bird. Good old Big Milk as everybody knows. Let's get my own citrus. So they find that out. They go heal pulse because they no longer need to. They don't need to roost anymore. And I find out this thing has healer because I have no idea anything about Aromatisse, which is bad on me. That's fine. It's fine. He said, not knowing it's not fine. Yeah, so at this point, we're just going to go through the motions. I'm trying to kill Aromatisse to maybe make the differential a little bit closer, because I know that I'm basically doing nothing. And yeah, that's just going to be the set, or the first battle. Was not particularly great for us, but you know what? Yeah, so we lose this one 3-0. And let's see if we can do better for game 2. Alright. So we get 1 KO, and we're going to try to get the win next battle. So yeah, I realized I definitely did not prep enough for starapter. In my head, I looked at their team, and to me, it seemed like their team was very, very good. They had a size spam mode, and I felt like I didn't want to just disrespect that. So I went with a in between. And in reality, I definitely needed to prep more for starapter, because it just left me very, very exposed, as we saw in game 1. Alright, so at this point, we're thinking, okay, you know what? I'll bring Trick Room here, because it's not too bad into them. My Swampert is 0 speed. It'll still outspeed if rain is up, if I decide. So I actively acknowledge I'm leaving Pelipper in the back, so that way I don't need the speed. I have no need for speed. So we're just going to be leaving there. And Raichu, I realize, isn't, its typing is good, but it's not super useful in this matchup. Alright, so we still see the same lead. And at this point, I'm thinking, alright, this is fine. I'll just get a decent amount of chip here. And let's get a Trick Room. Easy peasy. I still am like, alright, you know what? I don't mind. Manectric comes in. It's not the end of the world. So let's just Thunderbolts. So we connect. Let's go. So we just chill, wait for the game to actually connect for us, and figure out what the heck that TK is going to end up doing. Alright, so we see a fake out. Oh no, my fake out. Close combat. And that's a lot of damage. Here comes the Trick Room, the trickiest of rooms. So we see that I am most likely going to be the fastest one here. So I am going to play rough into starapter. And then at this point, I'm trying to figure out what I should do with Arch, because Arch on the battlefield isn't super useful right now. So I'm going through my thoughts. I could hard switch into something, but nothing really wants to take a CC. So I decide I'm going to try to take out the support, the middle one. Here comes the starapter. Also, we discussed, TK just accidentally didn't hit the mega button. So, it's probably a good thing that they didn't debuff their own stats, but, yeah. So I go for a play rough, and I don't really do anything. One thing we're going to notice, and then Arch goes down, because, once again, nothing really wanted to take CC. So I decide I'm going to go the pertining, the pert. You know how it is. The great pert. And then at this current time, we're going to be thinking through, let's double up on the annoying nerd, right? Because we hate the bird. Yeah, so I'm going to double up here. Once again, we had Pert in the back because I didn't want to get intimidated upon the switch. There's a chance that they have, you know, the fact that TK drafted technically three mons with Intimidate is very, very frustrating for a physical attacker like Swampert. But you know, it is part of the game we play, right? So here comes Swampert. Skipping leg days as you should, clearly. And they protect. Because of course they protect. Why wouldn't they protect? I will give TK a lot of credit. It's not something you would really think about, but just even using those moves to reduce my stats is actually very, very well played. Because most of the time you would just tunnel and think, I need to boost up my own mon. But by slowing it down, it improves. Because he's essentially taking a turn off. He's still also making a bigger difference. So he's not taking damage, and at the same time, he's lowering my stats. So we know here, we attack, we get the reduce in defense. I mean, the boost in defense, because of course we do. And since he's in Trick Room, he knows, oh, I can just roost. Let's burn out the turns. So I'm trying to think through my line here. At this current point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I just attack the Mayo Stick, because there is a chance that he is just going to do the exact same thing and try to kill out the Tailwind. Or the Tailwind, the Trick Room. So I attack Mayo Stick. I see that that thing is super tanky. I see that it's a Kasab Berry, the Zac Mander special. Good berry alert, good berry alert. Takes it so well. Big crit, totally mattered. Going to end the game. And then, oh, it doesn't. It's going to CC into my Houndoom, into my Swampert, and Swampert goes down. I forgot to put this on the graphic. Boom! Mega Swampert, he's there for like 5 seconds because I forgot to turn it on, and he's gone. Swampert disappears. So then at this current point, I'm at 2 to 4, and I'm trying to see, okay, what chance do I have? And the answer is not a lot. So I protect my Houndoom because I'm expecting him to want to CC it. Because to me, it's the only way I have. And then I will hopefully be able to deal with starapter in some way. He said hopingly. So I protect. We see like the 900th tickle. I know this joke is so funny. Might as well just repeat it again. And I get the call right. So now I play rough into Raptor, hoping to get a crit. I see I do negative damage. So that is fantastic. We love that for me. We love it. It's the greatest thing ever. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, what next, what next? I'm looking at speeds to try to figure out, okay, how fast am I? What do I need? Am I potentially faster than Raptor? Okay, well, I'm not sure. Is it worthwhile doing this? So I'm going from there. I know at this point, I just have to keep trying to do aggressive. And once again, I still think he's going to double up or attack Raptor. Due to the fact that, well, I know Raptor or Houndoom doesn't have an item because it's forced to wear the Megastone. So I get the double. We love it. We go for a play rough, and I see that HP disappear, and I'm like, thank goodness, I got the crit. Alright, that will put me in, that will give me a chance to actually be in this game. Because right now, I know that they have Aromatease, they have a almost dead Meowstic, and they have question mark. I see it's Meowstic, so I'm like, okay, this is fine. So now I am looking, okay, I know I'm -1. So that is there. What should I do? At the current moment, I'm realizing that Meowstic, it's not as threatening as Aromatease. So I'm going to double up into the Aromatease. Oh no, I got faked out. Ah, it's so terrifying. So let's attack. We do nothing because we're still -1 and this thing is bulky as all sin. I'm going to eat a Moonblast, and that does so much damage. Way too much damage. So I'm trying to look through my lines. And it's like, okay, well... So I'm going to attack the Meowstick, and I'm going to try to Flamethrower, because in my mind, this is the most amount of damage that I'm going to be able to do. In the back, once again, I have no idea what the potential Instant is. I have zero idea what a potential Weird Ear is, and we know that Manectric is Focus Sash. So we Flamethrower, does a okay amount, not amazing, and we don't even pick up the KO on Meowstick. So Meowstick lives, Houndoom goes down to Aromatisse, so we're like, okay, this is cool. So I'm thinking to myself, alright, it's week 1. TK is probably going to try to play for diff, so I'm going to play rough into Meowstick, because maybe he's going to switch into insert Pokemon here. So I gotta play rough. I do pick up a KO, so this is pretty good. I still have my disguise intact, so we're okay here. And oh no, my neck! Ah! Oh my god, it's destroyed. So right now, I'm still thinking, okay, I might actually have a chance. I see that it is Manectric, which is a bit problematic. So I am going to... I'm thinking, okay, higher chance to crit. So I need to try to fish for crits, because I believe at least -2 right now. They're Trailblaze, because of course. And that does way more than I wanted to deal. So I... Shadow Claw, I get the crit. And I'm thinking, okay, perfect. Moonblast here. Yes, Baby Q lives. I'm thinking to myself at this point, okay. No way he wild charges me, because he knows I have Protect. So I need to hope that he messes up and goes for a different move that's not Stab, for me to have a chance to live. And he's Super Cell Slam, and I'm taken aback. I'm like, this man is insane. How can he read that? So I end up losing this one 0-2. So altogether, we lose the first week 2-0 at -5. So unfortunately, not the best week, but we're going to do our best to come back from this. And I just want to say thank you all for watching, and have yourself a good one. Goodbye.